Have you ever just scrolled through Instagram and thought like, what the F? Like, how do all these people look so absolutely perfect? Perfectly tanned bodies, no cellulite, the perfect hourglass figure, the tiny, tiny little waist, the nice big curves, the perfect perky boobs. It's kind of weird that I see all these people online, and yet when I walk out my door to go to the grocery store and I'm standing there in line at Trader Joe's, I don't see anyone who looks like that. No one. Zilch. Nada. No people at all. And I live in Southern California, and that's saying a lot because people in Southern California, I don't know, I feel like people just tend to be really like gorgeous here. But even with people being gorgeous, I don't see these like perfect people with the perfect body shapes, with the perfect poreless skin and the zero zits or anything like that. Like, I don't see it. I do not see it. So what's happening? Why do I see this on Instagram and then I see this in reality? So what's going on here? Well, today I'm going to be exposing the truth behind what is going on in this social media world. And it's been a while that I've been wanting to do this, guys, but I finally found a great account on Instagram that I was like, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for me to actually make a video and start exposing some of this stuff. Now, I want to expose this stuff not to bring hatred to these women. I think we're in this society, we're in this system, and it's not someone's fault that they want to look good on social media. I get it. I want to look good on social media, sure. I pay way less attention than most people do to this. But overall, yeah, of course I want to portray a good version of myself. So I'm not dissing that. And I'm not getting angry at the girls who are doing this, who are clearly, as we will really dive into here, but the girls who are clearly photoshopping and editing their photos, like, I don't want to get mad at them because I understand the pressure to do that and to look a certain way and, again, to portray the ideal of perfection. I understand it. So the reason why I am doing this video and the reason why I'm calling it out is because I help girls who deal with eating disorders, who deal with negative behaviors with food and exercise, whether that be exercise addiction, chronic dieting, disordered eating, or full-blown eating disorder. That is the realm of people that I work with on a day-to-day basis. I am someone who dealt with eating disorders for multiple years. I'm talking about like 11 years of suffering from very intense and bad eating disorders: orthorexia, exercise addiction, anorexia. Those were my main three, and it almost took my life. And so I know that a big part of my eating disorder was I wanted to look a certain way. Like, the real big reason why I got into my eating disorder in the first place was that I didn't feel like my body was perfect enough. And I grew up with a skin disease called vitiligo, which gives me this like white patches on my skin. And I used to have them all over my body. And I remember thinking at like in sixth grade, like, I remember sitting down at the bench in recess thinking, if my skin's not perfect, my body has to be. And then I went through high school and I saw all these, supermodels and all these girls. This is when like Instagram started becoming popular. So started seeing all these things on Instagram and YouTube and all that, and like just seeing this portrayal of perfection in like the womanly body time and time again. I was bombarded with this message, and so yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna starve myself to try and achieve this ideal of perfection, because that's the only thing that I was taught by diet culture. Like, if you want to be healthy, and if you want to be skinny and fit, I hope you guys are getting that those do not equate to the same thing. You can be absolutely healthy. In fact, you probably are more healthy in just a normal, regular body that has flab and a belly. You can't see my belly now. I got a belly. I got something like covering my internal organs, which is good and it's healthy. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I was told by diet culture that the answer was to eat less and exercise more, and then that spiraled me further into eating disorders. And I also lost my period at the age of 14 and didn't get it back until I was 25 years old. So that's a long time going without a period and very critical years of development, all because I was looking at these pictures and going like, how do they look so good? So we're exposing this, and like I said, I found the perfect Instagram page that is exposing this stuff. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of pictures of girls that we see in just their real life having like a picture taken, and then their edited version of that picture that they then go ahead to post online. And it is shocking, like literally shocking. I knew editing happened, guys, of course, but I didn't know it could happen to like this extent. Like, it's quite shocking. And we'll dive into how they can change videos as well. So take a look at this picture here. This girl, she's sitting on this boat, and look at her with this like perfect hourglass figure. Like her waist is just like so tiny and perfectly smooth, right? Perfectly hourglass. Her boobs are like amazing in this photo, right? Perfectly perky. But then you go and you look at like, you look at her actually just like sitting down and relaxing and not posing, and look at the difference here. So the picture on the left, is it your guys' left? I don't know if it's going to be flipped around. The perfect picture is her posing and editing this photo to make her body look a certain way, when in reality, this is what she looks like. Next photo, case in point. So take a look at this picture here. Again, we have this girl who, honestly, she looks absolutely gorgeous just how she is. Like, I don't understand. That's the funny thing with a lot of these photos that I'm going to show you guys. I'm like, why did you feel the need to edit this? Like, you were absolutely gorgeous, and there's no need for you to like do all these things on Photoshop to make you look a certain way. But look, you can clearly see that she's shrunk down her waist, she's trimmed down her thighs a bunch, she's definitely perked up her boobs, and it's lighting, it's the poses, it's the way she's holding her body, like all these things to just contort her image to make it look a certain way, when in reality, if you just saw her walking around in her bikini on the beach, like that's what she looks like. And again, she looks absolutely gorgeous, just how she looks like normally, and she looks like a normal, just healthy woman who is just enjoying her life and eating good food. Now let's take a look at this picture as well. This one shocked me because, again, I'm just like, why the heck are you editing your photo? You're already, like, in this picture, I'm like, this person is already ridiculously small, and I'm not gonna, I never would say anything negative about someone's body, or I've never diagnosed them with an eating disorder, but I am just going to say that she looks like a really low body fat percentage, and being someone who really understands the female body and physiology and metabolism, I would garner to say, again, I'm not saying for this person, I would just say, in general, when you have someone that has defined abs like this, really low body fat percentage, they're not going to be menstruating. Just mostly, I'm not saying every single person, I'm just saying in general, it's going to be really hard for a woman to menstruate at like 10% body fat, which to get that defined abs, it usually takes 10% body fat. Trust me, been there, done that, and wasn't cycling for 11 years. But you can see here in this photo that's like she goes and she shrinks down her waist even more, and I'm like, your waist is already so ridiculously small. And it's sad to see that these girls who were already, quote unquote, the definition of like a perfect body, right, feel the need to edit even more so that they can be even more, quote unquote, perfect. And you see this photo here where like she's clearly edited her butt. Again, it is lighting. She's changing her skin color, whether that be she has a bunch of creams on, they airbrushed her, the editing process as well. Like, there's a lot of things that can be going on here. She doesn't have that butt that she is showing in this photo. You can clearly see, like, she has a flat butt. She's not as tan. She's not as defined and toned, and like doesn't have that type of body shape. And yet her picture that she posts on Instagram or is in the magazine or in the tabloids, whatever, shows this. It's an illusion, guys. It's an illusion. Again, if you're ever sitting there on Instagram going like, what the F? Like, how do these people look this way? How do I get that type of body? Oh, let me just do like everything that they're doing and I will get that type of body. It's like, no, that's not how that works. What's really funny is I saw this one video that cracked me up where I'm going to show it right here. You see this girl, she is doing like a athletic photo shoot and they're probably selling these leggings, to be honest. And look at what they're doing. They're putting butt pads in her. Butt pads. Again, if you ever see those girls with a perfect bubble butt on Instagram, you have to wonder, do they have butt pads? Funny story though about this, guys. When I was suffering from an eating disorder and I was at a very low body weight. I do have to say a caveat, not everyone with an eating disorder becomes emaciated and super underweight, but I was, okay? I hated my small body, which is what's really weird. Like, I literally hated my small body. And so I bought underwear on Amazon that has like, it was like padded underwear to make my butt look bigger because I literally hated my small butt because what was in was like the very small waist and big butt. Well, I had trimmed down my waist so much, but when you trim down your waist that much, you most likely are trimming down everything. So then you have like a really small butt or zero butt and like scrawny legs and all of that. And anyway, so it's just hilarious when you see this video and you see the girl like putting in butt pads for this photo. Now, I want to show you guys sort of this editing process and how it works. So let's just like watch this video for a second. And it's kind of like crazy to just see how editing works and how you really can make a photo very deceiving. You can trim your thighs, the side of your body. You can draw lines to like define your abs to make it look like there is like muscles there. You can trim down your arms. You can lengthen your face. You can enlarge it. You can shrink it. You can change your jawline. You can change your nose. You can change your eyebrows. You can do so many different things, and it is quite shocking when you see this photo. And again, the girl is freaking amazingly beautiful in just her normal photo. And so it's so sad to see that she feels like she needs to look a certain way to make it more acceptable or more likable, I should say. And so this video like absolutely shocked me. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, that's great, but like I see all these girls on video who look a certain way. Well, long gone is the days where you could have videos verify certain things. This shocked me. This absolutely shocked me. The amount of technology that has been like created, again, all to just portray this image of perfection. But if you look at this video here, so this girl is going out and she's calling out this whole process of Photoshop and editing, and she's showing herself in this video that I'm showing. She is showing how you can contort yourself in a video to look a certain way. She can again shrink. Oh, I can't speak. She can shrink her waistline. She can enlarge her hips. She can change the size of her head. She can change her boobs. Like, this is video. So you may see someone on video, and the Kardashians are like known for doing this, and you can tell because every once in a while in like the video, like there'll be a little just like, you know, when you're like on Instagram and you have a filter and you kind of walk out of the filter for a second and like it flashes back to like your actual face, and then you walk back in and it's like you have that perfect skin tone again. Okay, well, you can see the same things with a lot of the Kardashian videos where it's like they'll like move a little bit and you can see that there's this weird like blop, like we're just like for 1 second you see what they truly look like 1 little millisecond, where it's like if you weren't really looking for it, you wouldn't notice, but when you are, it's hilarious. Not hilarious, it's sad. But isn't this crazy, guys? Like, it is crazy what she can do on video to just contort herself to look a certain way. So it begs the question, like, is anything I'm seeing online true? Like, is anything? I don't know. It is just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna go through and just share with you guys a couple more photos. You can like see here, it's like, look at this perfect image of, you know, she's, again, it's all posture. It's lighting and posture, and it's really good cameras, and it makes it look like her skin is so absolutely smooth. She has zero cellulite on her body, and then you actually see her just like in real life at the beach without the posture, and look, she has a different butt, and again, her butt's gorgeous here in real life. I'm not saying that she looks bad, but she has no butt and she has cellulite. Great, she's a normal woman. She is a human being who has cellulite. That is absolutely 100% normal. And so, again, you have to question everything you see. Now, this one here was absolutely shocking to me, just the amount of editing that has been done. Some girls, it's like they do, you know, just minimal editing. I would say I think like most girls do that, honestly. But there are some that go out there and just completely, radically change their body in their photos. And it's just funny to me because I'm like, don't people who know you in real life like see these photos and go like, huh, that's not what you look like? Like, isn't that kind of awkward to then be in real life and look 100% like different? So look at this girl. It's like, would you think that that's the same girl? Would you think that that's the same girl? I wouldn't. I honestly would not. They look so different. The boobs, the waist, the legs, everything. Everything looks absolutely different. And again, it's really sad coming from my, like, from my knowledge of a woman's body and how it works. And it's really sad because I'm like, all these photos that they're editing themselves to look like, the really small waist and the like perfect perky boobs and all that, I'm like, that is going to be unsustainable and unhealthy for 99.99999999999% of women. Now, I do know that there are women out there who are naturally just thin and who do have that hourglass figure, and woohoo, good for them. They're gorgeous. I'm not saying that every single person that we see is severely editing themselves, but I'm saying that so many people want to look like those people who naturally look like that because it is the ideal body shape right now. So they go and edit their photos. This is what I'm calling out here so that you guys don't start thinking that you need to change your body to look a certain way because all of these other women look that way. Because again, think about it. When you are in line at the grocery store, how many women do you see that actually look like that? Very rare. And again, I live in Southern California. There are celebrities around, and it is very rare that I find a woman that I'm like, you look like everything I see in the photos. I see gorgeous women. Again, I think like everyone is very gorgeous. So I see gorgeous women, but the gorgeous women I'm seeing, they have cellulite. They have pores. They don't have perfectly curated eyebrows all the time. And it's time that we start just recognizing that that's okay. And so just one last thing that I want to say here, and I'm going to show just this one last photo. Belly fat, lower belly fat. Guys, it is so important and necessary for health. So I want to go and just share one last photo here to just prove a really important point. Again, I think that the girl that's just standing by her car here is an absolute babe. She's gorgeous. And do you know what I see? That yes, still makes her gorgeous is that little pouch at the bottom of her belly. Maybe you're familiar with this pouch. Maybe you stare at your own pouch and you go, why? Why is it here? I need to do everything I can. I'm going to intermittent fast. I'm going to only drink celery juice. I'm going to do fasted workouts. I'm going to do all these things to try and get rid of this lower belly pooch. But let me tell you something, ladies, that lower belly pooch is there for a reason. What is there anatomically in that section? Your reproductive organs. Your body is protecting your reproductive organs with a nice little layer of fat. Fat is protective. Fat is necessary, guys. Having, again, some women naturally do have a very just flat washboard, they have a flat like washboard abs. Some women do. And I know a couple women in my life who they eat a lot of food, and that is just 100% absolutely genetics. They never bloat. They never, it's just, it is what it is. I'm not going to be angry about it because I know that I am healthy, that I take care of my body, that I nourish my body, and yes, I have a lower belly pooch because I am a monthly menstruating woman, and my body is protecting my internal organs by having some extra little fat there. It's completely normal and it's completely healthy and it's fine, and you don't have to get mad and angry at this little lower belly pooch that you got. Instead, love it, thank it, because that means that one day, if you want, you could have a baby. But even if you don't, it is still so healthy to have a period. If you are familiar with my channel, not having monthly menstrual cycle is not okay. It's not. It's going to affect so many things in your health. I'm talking about, you know, the arterial walls. It's going to harden them if you don't have enough estrogen. Your metabolism is going to slow if you don't have enough progesterone. Hair loss is going to happen. Osteoporosis. Your risk for getting Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease and MS, all those things increase if you do not have a proper balance of hormones, aka if you have amenorrhea or irregular cycle. So it is of utmost important that you do what you need to do, honey, to get your cycle back. And yeah, it's most likely going to involve gaining weight, but that's okay because you know what? You are beautiful, you are amazing, and you do not have to look a certain way to be beautiful and amazing. And beauty truly shines just from who you are, from the energy you give off. People remember the energy, they remember what you say to them, they do not remember how you look. I do not pick my friends because they are gorgeous, I pick my friends because they are funny, they are nice, they are kind, I connect with them, and we have a good time in life. So remember that. And next time you are scrolling Instagram and you see a picture that looks a little bit unrealistic, I want you to go ahead and unfollow that because you do not need that, especially if you are in amenorrhea recovery or if you are recovering from an eating disorder, okay? That is all I have to say for today. Be safe out there, my friends. If you need a safe person to follow on Instagram, I do not edit my photos. Gosh, I do not. This is me. I'm me. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyways, I share really good content to help you understand what it means to be a well-fed, happy, healthy, nourished woman. So follow me at @flowwithchlo on Instagram to make sure you get that daily inspiration. That's all I have to say today. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I will be coming out with more videos like this. Just showing Instagram versus reality. That's all I have for you guys today. Again, my name is Chloe, and thank you for watching this video.